Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the hidden stories within your favorite companies. This week we're diving into International Money Express, or Intermex, and it looks like they might be getting a new dance partner for their corporate waltz. So what's the big news? Well, on August 11th of 2025, Intermex dropped this report, and it's all about a proposed acquisition. That means another company, the Western Union company, wants to buy Intermex. Think of it like one company wanting to buy out all the shares of another company to become the main boss. Intermex is listed on the Nasdaq, trading under the symbol IMXI. They deal with money transfers, helping people send money across borders, and it seems like Western Union sees some real value in that. The main reason for this filing is to share some important information that came out on August 11th, 2025. Western Union, which they call the parent in this document, had an investor call. This call was with Intermex, and it was all about this proposed deal. They've even provided the presentation and the script from that call as exhibits with this filing. It's basically them telling investors, hey, this is happening and here's the information you need. This investor presentation is where you'd find the juicy details about why Western Union wants to buy Intermex and what the plans are after the deal. Think of it as a sales pitch from Western Union to Intermex's investors saying, we're a great match and here's how we'll be even better together. And the script? That's the actual conversation they had. It would lay out the key messages, probably talk about how this acquisition will benefit both companies, and answer any initial questions investors might have had. It's all about keeping everyone informed, especially the people who own shares in Intermex. Now, when a big company like Western Union wants to buy another company like Intermex, there are a lot of rules and disclosures they have to follow. Intermex will be filing something called a proxy statement. This document is super important because it will go to all the Intermex shareholders. It's like an official invitation to a meeting where they'll vote on whether to approve this sale. It will explain all the nitty-gritty details of the deal and why shareholders should vote yes or no. They are really stressing that investors need to read this proxy statement very carefully because it's not just about the price, it's about the future of the company. They want to make sure everyone has all the important information to make an informed decision. And who is doing the asking for votes? Well, it's not just a faceless corporation. Intermex's directors and top executives might be involved in these solicitations. This means they could be talking to shareholders, explaining the deal and encouraging them to vote in favor. The document will spell out exactly who these people are and what their stake is in the deal. It's all about transparency, making sure you know who's trying to influence the vote. Now, every big company announcement comes with a section on forward-looking statements. This is basically a disclaimer. They're saying, we're making some predictions about the future, like what might happen after the acquisition. But hey, things could change, and these aren't guarantees. A big part of these forward-looking statements usually revolves around whether the deal will actually go through. They list out all the things that need to happen, like getting approval from shareholders and governments, and that these things might not happen, or they might happen differently than planned. Another key uncertainty is whether Western Union can successfully merge Intermex into its own operations. Will they be able to combine their systems, keep customers happy, and actually make this deal work as well as they expect? That's a huge question mark in any acquisition. There's also the chance that lawsuits or government actions could pop up because of this deal. Sometimes when companies merge, other parties might object, leading to legal battles that can delay or even derail the whole process. And speaking of approvals, a specific one they mention is the HSR Act. This is a US law that requires companies to notify the government about large mergers and acquisitions so they can check if it's fair to competition. If regulators don't sign off, the deal can't move forward. Finally, we get to the signature. This is where a top executive officially signs off on the report, confirming that the information provided is accurate to the best of their knowledge. In this case, it's Andras Bende, the Chief Financial Officer, signing on behalf of International Money Express, Inc. This basically means the company is formally acknowledging the events described in the report. So, what's my take on all this? Well, this filing is basically a public announcement that Intermex is on the verge of being acquired by Western Union. From a financial perspective, Intermex seems to be doing well enough that a major player like Western Union wants to bring them into the fold. This usually happens when the acquiring company sees strong potential growth, a solid customer base, or valuable technology in the company they're buying. The big risks here, as highlighted in the forward-looking statements, are the standard ones for any merger. Will the deal get approved by regulators and shareholders? Can the companies successfully integrate their operations? If not, Intermex could face operational disruptions and Western Union might not see the expected benefits. The fact that they're already holding investor calls and have prepared detailed presentations suggests that Western Union is serious about this deal and has a clear plan. For Intermex shareholders, this is a critical moment. The value they'll receive will depend on the terms of the deal, which will be laid out in that proxy statement. In conclusion, Intermex's latest filing is a pivotal moment, signaling a potential major shift in its corporate identity. While the details are still unfolding, the move by Western Union indicates Intermex is seen as a valuable asset with significant future potential. Alright, that's our breakdown of Intermex's latest filing. What's your take on this potential acquisition, and what do you think it means for the future of money transfers? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps us out. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate finance. And for even more exclusive insights and discussions, check out our Discord community linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Corporate Decoder.